Oh, Twitch servers went down then. Alright. Boo! My god, why do they keep going down? Hey, thank you. Can somebody just type F5 in chat? Yeah, that wasn't me, sorry. God damn it! I'm gonna have to change the Twitch server eventually. And change it. Ugh. God damn it. I hope they solve this for next year, where they make it whenever you like lose server, it auto reconnects to another server, and then the audio comes and stuff like that. That is something they really need to work on for next year, because this has been a plague for a very long time now. And it super sucks. Because we had this on Monday as well. What was your internet connection? It's super annoying, right? So what it is my internet is completely fine, right? And then yeah, like it just cuts out for some reason. Let me quickly go and get a drink, guys. I'll be back in 2. Alright. Hey, Dark Stuff. How you doing, Chief? It's super annoying though. Yeah. Super annoying. Like, this is where Twitch needs, like, better server meshing. Where the moment your stuff goes down, it adds you to another one. Let me see here. Alright, Ondo. Yeah, I'll check that out. Let me check it out later, dude. What should we do then? Should we do arrows, or should we go to Hurston with a saber? We need Elon to save Twitch. Yeah. Don't know if he's actually saving Twitter as it stands. He made it where there was like, you're meant to have free speech or something on Twitter, and then somebody made a Twitter account of, what's it called? You know how like you can show people's private airplanes flying around and stuff like that? Somebody did one for Elon Musk's plane, where you would literally see a live status whenever he's flying in his private plane. And apparently he banned everything to do with those Twitter accounts, even though they're free. They're not harming anyone, it's just obviously, yeah, like, public available flight information, yeah. You know, so I don't know. One rule for him, one rule for everyone else, right? That's the only concern when he's in dealing with that sort of stuff, right? Yeah, he banned them after saying it's crazy, man. It really is.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
How you doing, Elan, as well? Up to you. T-Back, how you doing as well, Chief? Yeah, let's go to Hurston with the Sabrata. Number 2. Then I can make, actually, I'll make myself a cup of tea whilst we're in warp. Oh, I mean, he did prove that Twitter had about 60% too much employees. True. Musk is a wild card, like some way does. Well, I suppose that's anyone that's got a lot of money, eh? One day can be the savior of mankind, the other day can be the destroyer. It's fucking Anakin Skywalker. You were the chosen one, Elon. You were meant to bring balance to Twitter. You know? He is literally Anakin Skywalker of Twitter. It's crazy. He's being corrupted by the jacks. Oh, fucking mental, man. Do shields, yeah. Hey, Divs, welcome in, dude. What's good as well? Welcome, welcome. True free speech is not an easy principle to uphold, and again, it's funny how he allows this stuff to happen for other people, but if it includes his plane, no, that's not allowed. You were supposed to destroy them, Elon, not join them. Yeah, exactly. You were my brother, Elon. Ooh, what's that? That's a beacon. Yeah, Shabarata. Shabarata. I did have a lot of fun with Fresh the other day there. It's like Fartail had kills or something on one server, which was pretty baller. Alright. We're in warp. I got my full speed on. I'm gonna quickly grab a tea. I will be back in 2 minutes, guys. Thank you very much, Dean, for the biz, dude. Appreciate that. Be right back, guys. Oh, there we go. Thank you again for that, Dean. But also keep in mind that we are fed his news. You can tell. Let's keep news and politics side of things. There's more of the memes around it. Dude, when talking about politics is banned in many platforms. Every opinion is politics, more or less. Yeah, give or take. Hey, Salty, how you doing? I kind of dig the undersuits that we got. Oh, for the Christmas stuff. Yeah, that's kind of cool, eh? I mean, it's better than a JPEG, right? What is the plan for today? We're gonna go to Hurston and shoot. Has my FOV changed? Did my FOV change? Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Apparently someone used the sextant to follow the Daymar rally route. What do you mean? What do you mean sextant? Worst days during the week is from Tuesday to Thursday. I have to watch Jace and Echo. Aye, sorry you guys. Sorry. I'm in pain, moved 1 ton of fuel for heating. What? Oh, right. Dude, no joke. I was thinking about something completely different, right? I was like, what the fuck is sexy in Star Citizen? I was like, what the fuck? Like, again, I couldn't remember what sextant was, but I was like, sextant. Daymar? Apparently somebody used the sextant to follow the Daymar rally route. It's like, alright, eh? TheDarkLaw, yeah. Yeah. Hey, I think a dirty mind is a good thing, personally. A dirty mind is a good thing. Alright, we got Edmond up. Nice. All the things. I'm still thinking about doing like a 4 shredder saber in 318. The question is like, how effective would it actually be for certain things, but I'm kind of looking like with 90% pen, it would be really good to like disable engines quickly for like a cleanup crew kind of thing. That's the idea around that. But also it'd be very difficult to deal with other things. Funny enough, when you talk about fuel, it's quite cheap for oil just now in my area. Down from like £1 per litre to 70 pence or something. Ooh, I had a dog and its name was Bingo. Just be a rock though. Oh, a Drake Cutter. Oh. Man, I need to definitely get my aircon on. With these lights and the PC exhaust, it's like super hot right now.
Ooh.
Yo. Excellent. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Did you just say you pay 70 pence per litre? Yeah, something like that. There's something crazy up here for oil. It's then there should be replace refueling, release and work with something more viable. You pay like 160, 180. How down south though? Right? How down south? Because I feel like in London I could understand that, right? 1.7 euros, yeah. Like Midlands, alright. No. Do you want some oil? I'll sell it to you for 80 pence per litre. I'm on my way now. I wonder if I actually phoned up the trucks and I was like, would you deliver to the Midlands? It was £1 when I bought like 500 litres. It's now 70 pence on their website. But obviously this is a Scottish one up in the Highlands. So... But yeah, that's kind of crazy. I thought that was very expensive. But if you're paying 160, yeah, that's crazy then. But then my base is saying 1.7 euros per litre. It's crazy over here. Yeah. Right, well then I won't complain then. I generally thought that was expensive at £1 when I bought it, and down to 70 was like, oh, pretty cool, but yeah. Seems like I got a good deal. Yeah. Talking about oil. What's this? It's Tomo and a saber. Hey Tomo! You need to refuel, rearm. Just refueled it. It's cool. I remember a couple months ago, Diesel was like, yeah. Diesel is no joke. You know that it's cheaper to like get unleaded or something like that, but because my mother was like, should I swap my diesel car for an unleaded car? I'm like, no. And she's like, yeah, but isn't it better for the environment and cheaper? It's like, yeah, but you also burn through unlimited faster than diesel. So you think that you're getting a cheaper deal, but you're not. You'll actually spend more money getting unleaded because you'll be at the fucking fuel station every 2 or 3 times compared to your diesel tank, you know? Funny enough, the way it's sort of working at these prices, diesel is actually a lot better for the environment, saves you going out places and stuff. Yeah, I can't remember what, it's obviously like, we call it oil, but it's like what's the actual term for stuff for heating? It's not oil, right? It's, and it's not diesel either, to a certain degree. Gas oil, yeah, but what's this? Propanium something or other like that. It goes through. Kerosene? Yeah, actually, what am I thinking of then? I'm thinking, oh, well, propanium is gas, is it not? Actual gas. Yeah, kerosene would be, yeah, that actually is more... It depends if you drive a lot, diesel is better, but if you small town commuter, petrol is better. Yeah. Crazy prices, stupid war. What are you gonna do, eh? Yeah, but what's does anyone know what the liquid gas is? That petroleum or something? It fucking sounds like a Harry Potter thing, right? Live gas of petroleum. I take my diesel. Alright, Mr. Santos, 822 in a cutter. Yeah, prices are crazy. You seen like eggs? There was somewhere in America for eggs that was selling half a dozen for $8. And people were going absolutely crazy about it, and it's like, well, you know, bird flu is bird flu, right? Eggs have to go up in price if there's only a few fucking eggs, right? Doing PvP things? Sort of. I arrived on one of my favorite sites on Hurston, just outside Lorville. You can see Lorville's just basically there. And you've got Everest above at 300. So it's a pretty close one, right? Down in Edmund. And we come across where we came here. Sanitos 822 is in a cutter. Obviously, it could be a brand new player. Sitting there. I may shoot. I don't think I will kill. I think I'll just maim. And see how it goes. Definitely the cutter ain't outrunning this ship in atmosphere anyway, but let's, with the benefit of the doubt, take on that it could be a new player. Let's just give a little damage, not kill, not ruin too much fun. And then we'll take it from there, right? In Austria, diesel became more used than petrol, so they just made it more expensive to cover the loss of tax. So sad, eh? When that happens. Doesn't that look like... there, right? I don't know if you can see that. Doesn't it look like in the distance, this thing looked like a fucking whale beached? Like a metal whale? When you're at this sort of view. Oh, it's gone from VTOL to normal flight. Round. Gonna try and boom and zoom. The thing with the Saber is it's so fast in atmosphere. Oh, 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 oh. It's one of these pilots. Whoa. Yeah, it's a new player for sure. Whenever you see somebody having to turn the ship to try and make sure they visibly see you and stuff, yeah. New player. A space whale, it could be, yeah. Again, we'll do a little bit of damage. We're not gonna go in for the kill. Just to remind players that space is dangerous. But because of the behavior, we don't need to do too much. There we go. Taking off. Gonna try and go as fast as it can. We'll do a bit of damage, give it a little scare. Nibble at the toes, yeah. Just a bite. We're not gonna go in for the snack. I would say I could scan it. It might be full of fucking cargo for all I know, but because this is like for free 18. In free 18, I would be more interested in doing a full disable to take stuff. Oh, it's got diamonds! Holy shit! It has 12 mini SCU of diamonds. Shit! It's somebody's life-saving in the back of this ship. Alright, okay. Well, we're gonna make sure we only do like a shield crash into the ground. Well, no, that's on them, right? No. This is somebody's life-saving. Oh, man. Now in free 18, I'm taking those fucking diamonds no matter what. But since it's free 17, we're not gonna do that. You gonna land? I mean, technically speaking, this player could be really fucking cool about shit and bedlog, right? Not gonna help you in the future when server meshing comes in, because you just can't escape. You would just literally disappear and then respawn right beside me, you know? Red saber above your head. Oh yeah, that's Tomo. That's Tomo, yeah. Tomo's a regular, also does streaming as well. He's welcome to use my port. Oh, I thought you meant Tomo. Oh yeah, true, I am a red saber. That's good, yeah. I thought you meant... Oh no, they're leaving! Don't bedlog! See, this is the thing, right? You could deal with me, and I'm just gonna scratch you. But you could swap server to where maybe, like, Ondo is on the server at the same location, in a different server, and he fully kills you. Or Space Cutlet, right? That's the thing, you just never know. I would never hop, right? Yo, Grizzler, thank you much for the 14 months. Have not reduced this month, and I got like 5 ads in a row. Reminder. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. You get the blame for stream sniping? Any PvPer gets the blame for something in this game, right? That's the motto. Steal their socks. Dude, I would love that, right? Wonder what the chat is in game. Yeah. If I'm in that position, I ask in chat for help and offer them 100k or kill. Yeah, but this could be a brand new player that doesn't have much money though, might be, right? It's only got 12 mini SU. I don't even, what do we call mini SU? half an SU, whatever the fuck. It's only got 12 of those in diamonds. That could be like everyone's life saving, right? So 100k is out of the question, right? Most likely this player's gone all in, right? That's the normal trait you always see. They're always in. Is it called micro SU? Yeah. I mean calling it mini SU. I'll just call it micro then if that's how it's advertised for people, right? So yeah, this person has 12 micro SU of diamond. It's not much, right? Oh, they're back in the ship now. Again, that 12 SU might be worth something to me in the future, but again, I'm one of these nice killers where I know that it's difficult to begin with. Yo,
Forgeman TV just gifted 8 subs.
Dropping the 8! Oh my god, dude. How you doing today, Chief? Welcome in. Can we get some love and chat for Forgeman dropping 8 subs on the channel? It's all brand new ones. Oh, holy shit! You caught my son, Aferox 40 month? That little shit is not even subbed to my channel? And you gifted it to him? Alright, we're gonna have some fucking words, alright? Thank you very much for gifting my son his 40th month sub, the little shit. And 2V for the 10 months as well. Everyone else brand new. Welcome in, guys. What a little dick. He was literally at mine up until yesterday as well. Thank you so much for that, dude. That puts us at 180, literally at 200. 20 more subs to go, guys, for an unlock. And it also puts us 70 away from unlocking Dark Santa beforehand as well. Thank you. Toss him out for the house game. Well, Nyx is down in the basket just here. It's just chilling. It's micro. Alright, cool. Thanks, Devs. See if there's any. Yeah, it's nothing. Popper cam? Yeah, I can bring it up. There you go. He's just sleeping. I don't really keep Puppy Cam up all the time, because eventually it will go away when he is more of an adult. It's just that's where his basket goes, and then I move it every day, stuff like that. Eventually down the line, Puppy Cam will probably be gone. So precious, I know. Can we have the drunk Santa Law? I was thinking, right? So I've got the title, or the target as 500 for thingbobs. I would definitely, like, if we hit 300 before the 25th, then sure, yeah. We'll get Drunk Law on the 26th. I'm not gonna do drinking on the, well, maybe I will. Who knows, we'll see. First I gotta fix my fucking aircon, because it's so hot, man. Whew. It is hot. Don't know what's going on here. If 318 is out, we could try doing some Mac pushes, because again, this is the thing for me. There'll be a lot of PvP on PTU, but unless it goes live, I just don't want to waste my time doing things that I could be doing whilst it is live, right? So for me, going to the rivers and doing the race coursing and stuff like that on PTU is more beneficial, because then I'll save all the killing and salvaging when we actually have a reason to make the money and stuff. PTU for me will be doing some testing and doing all the racing stuff, get some footage. And I don't think we're gonna go to live. To be honest, I don't even think at this point we're gonna see 318 for the holidays. Because every time they bring out a patch, it's just bad, very bad. 30Ks and stuff. 12 SUs a handbox? Alright, Blue Max. Yeah. This person can't decide what they're gonna do. Let me quickly light that one. Again, thank you so much, Forgeman, for the gifted subs. That's crazy, crazy stuff. Your level of patience is wild. I would have got bored by now and buggered off. I played EVE Online for 9 years, dude. I've sat for 6 hours shooting at a pause in EVE Online. This is nothing. Absolutely nothing. I could literally, in the future, if I had to sit with a sniper rifle and wait for my mark to come out of an outpost, I could sit for 12 hours, no problem, and do it. Yeah, getting into EVE is difficult. 12 hours into it, I remember the pain. Anyone that sat through a fucking fully reinforced pause shootout to take a solo system in EVE will know the pain. Where you're there for hours and hours and hours. It's got no fucking guns, but it's resisted through the wall. Were you an F1 smacker in EVE? No, actually not. I never bunched my modules together to make it just F1. I actually preferred the F1 to like F6. Just because I liked gun cycling a little bit more. So Henry Cavill is going for Warhammer role? That'll be cool, yeah. Again, to be honest, like, DC is just an absolute fucking shit show, so I don't know why anyone's upset about it, personally. Enjoy Man of Steel for what it is, and yeah, fuck it. Who cares, man? I would rather see comics be done in animated format, like Into the Spider-Verse, because that allows you to actually have the guys at full fucking strength on visuals instead of fucking look at me, I'm the Scarlet Witch, look at my little fingers, you know what I mean? One of the strongest fucking MC characters ever for like Earth, basically. A fucking walkover, man. Yeah, I got no interest in these things. Yo, Xander, how you doing? I'm sad with what they did to The Witcher. Wow, you knew they were going to ruin The Witcher. Like, again, be happy that you got 1-2 fucking seasons out of it. Got one more with Henry Cavill, and then it's going to fucking Liam Cunningham or whatever his fucking name is. Amazon just writes for Warhammer. Right now, my favorites are The Boys and Invincible. Like, I don't think that's like the best way to do it if you're gonna do like hero stuff. Hemsworth, that's it. Yeah. Liam Hemsworth. Yeah, who the hell is Liam? Yeah, who is Liam Cunningham? What movie is Liam Cunningham in? Is there such a thing as a Liam Cunningham? Yeah, so it's Liam Hemsworth or whatever his name is. He's gonna be the new guard. Are they gonna go fucking a time loop, are they? Yeah, I couldn't play Eve just now. Come on, Thanos. Thanos. Come on, leave. It's just gonna be a little punch, that's all it's gonna be. So who does Superman then? Who gives a shit? Just make it like an animated movie and there we go. From Game of Thrones, Stannis and Davos. I didn't really pay attention to Game of Thrones. Davos? I don't know who it is. James Hemsworth was in Hunger Games. Yeah, I've not watched that either. Yeah, DC animated would kick the fuck. Like, have you seen some of the Batman, like Batman in Japan? Like one of the recent cartoon animated that came out? If that was a fucking full-fledged movie for like League was you know, set that way. Again, Spider-Man in the verse and What If for Marvel just made me go, stop doing live action comic movies. Stop, just stop. Literally get them to voice act and let an animator allow them to go full fucking nut power level. That's the best way to do it. You do realize that Squadron 42 has 2 Game of Thrones cast members, one before she was casted, Lara Greyjoy. I know that you've got Henry Cavill's in it, you've got like Gillian Anderson, you know, stuff like that. Again, I don't really give a fuck about Squadron 42, you know. Thank you, Todd, for the 18 months. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing today, Chief? Man, this person just won't take off, eh? Hunger Games. Yeah, I've only watched the first Hunger Games. I've not watched anything else. Have you watched those animes? I watched 86, but I've not seen Sidonia yet, Bleb. I massively enjoyed 86 though. Was it 86? Yeah, 86. It was a lot. It was really good. Oh, there we go. There's probably the leave. What ship am I flying? I'm flying the Saber right now. Yeah, I watched it all, like, binged it in like 2 days, both seasons or something like that, Bleb. It was really good. But yeah, I've not managed to get Sidonia. Oh, here we go, 12 out. Avenger Titan! Alright. Brack 1, target engines. We're going for the main engine there. And Fox 3 goes out. Alright, play defense. IRs will bring it down to 2s. There we go. Possible secondary target. Yeah, we've got a secondary target coming in. Alright. Can't play around for too long then. 17 out. Fox 3 on that. Cannon fit. And we're slotting in right behind for the finish. Flash Titan, secondary ship possibly coming, 7. It could be a destroyed missile. Oh no, wait, nah, never mind, it's the fucking cutter, that's why. I brack up back to 4 on that. That would have been the perfect time for the cutter to actually leave. I guess not. Good fight to the Titan though. Titan gang going in for the win. Titan can actually be really good in hard atmosphere, especially with the size 4. Size 4 ballistic and 2 Panthers is actually really good on a Titan for hard atmosphere. She's got a lot of ammo. Yeah, I'll get round to Sidonia. Is the Buccaneer still a good ship? It is and it isn't. So the rule here. Oh.
32 by the time this goes to beta, it will be 332.
Exactly. How you doing, Nimfire? Thank you very much for the 32 months, dude. Appreciate that. And get some vibes in chat, please, guys. Yeah, so Buccaneer, Titan, all these things, Hornet, can actually be really good in certain scenarios. But the biggest problem right now is that, say for example, you have a brand new player in Buccaneer, and you have a brand new player in a Hornet. Equally skilled, right? Sorry, in an Arrow or a Gladius. The Arrow and the Gladius win by default, just because they're more tuned to actually work, right? So if you're somebody who flies a Buccaneer, then you have to be of a higher level than somebody that flies an Arrow and a Gladius, which is the annoying part about Star Citizen, right? How is it that your radar ping only seems to pick up ships? On Hurston, there's hardly any rocks. Roadrunner, that's why. It's the joy of being on Hurston, where a ping literally tells you where a ship is. There's hardly any minables on Hurston. Eventually we'll get it down. Would you go for a ballistic on the Titan with £2 first? I would, yeah. For free 18, 100% the Razor. But the problem is, obviously, your Panthers are going to lose down to 700 meters a second shots. But if we're talking about just for hard atmosphere, then that's fine. Be a lot of good damage. Especially with that 90% pen on the ballistics, right? Now, obviously, you could go down to the size 4 ballistic gun, which is the Revenant or something, and that has 1400 speed as well, but it has such low ammo. So it's up to you how you want to do it. A good setup would actually be, like, say for example you're going for a ballistic killer, would be on a Titan, would be 2 size 3 broadswords and 1 machine gun, the size 4 machine gun, because they're all going to be at 700 meters a second, but if they hit, it's clappity clap, right? But doesn't that break your pip? Yeah, exactly, yeah. You gotta be very careful with it. You would just play within 700 range, basically, instead of having the 1400. Again, it's up to you how you want to look at it, right? Anytime you want to go into, like, a competitive PvP sort of area, you always have to go, you're either in an Arrow or a Gladius. And if you know how to fly the Saber in a hard atmosphere, you go for a Saber, right? But this is the kicker. In free 18, you're going to see a lot of people flying the Talon and the Cartuol, because the Cartuol is one hell of a broken ship right now. It literally has the ability to do over-Gs that no other ship in the game has the potential of doing. And with 90% pen on the weapons, the Cartuol can literally get right up your ass and just rinse you with 700 meters a second shots. So you might see a lot of it in that case. However, saying that, even with a Cartuol on the approach, you could come across like an Arrow with shredders, and the Arrow could actually kill the Cartuol before even the first pass, right? But this would have to, this is such like funny situations, right? And it's not always that situation and stuff. So you might find that repeaters are still better than ballistics, and ballistics are for morely like highly skilled players. But you are going to see a lot of people in Cartuol and Talons. The Talon in atmosphere you don't need to worry about, because it's good at turning, but it's very slow in running away and chasing after you. The Cartuol is broken because even if you're going faster in the straight, it can tricord and catch up with you because of broken shit. This goes out the window in 4.0 when you can't tricord to Narnia to catch up on things and out-evade people and stuff like that because of the dampening effect. This is again why, if you fight in hard atmosphere, a Cartuol can't do its shit that it would do in space, for example. Can't do it. Because you're governed by the dampening effect of this game. And they just need to put the dampening effect remotely like it is in hard atmosphere in 4.0 for space, and there you go. You take away all the fucking memes that people do, and it'll be hilarious to see that shit. Because then that means like Sabers, Buccaneers, Hornets can actually be used again. And I think CIG will go that route, because far too long it's about which ship literally has broken mechanics wins. And that has to go from this game. It's a big, big concern. Because you start seeing everyone flying around in broken stuff. We went this route when attritions were broken. If anybody remembers, attritions used to literally bypass shields. So when you were using Panthers bearing, for example, and somebody was using attritions, even if they were shit, they were killing you before you could even kill them. Because they were literally bypassing shields. So eventually down the line, for like 6 to 9 months, everyone, even people that didn't want to use exploited weapons, had to use them because you were getting absolutely fucked. And this is the big thing where slowly we're starting to see more people using the broken ships, because again, in like certain PvP scenarios, people will always favor the broken so that they make themselves out to be more than they are. TheDarkLaw got a site where you can find all the info about the, well, like Urkel or something like that. Go to Urkel. I can tell you about weapons, but I don't. You won't see anything for PTU yet. Won't be there. Or Evocati. Is the Superior Talon any good? It's good for killing big ships, but generally as a dogfighter, it's not that good. It's very squishy, but it's really good as doing other things. Again, CIG CIG made one big mistake when it came to fighters. They should have never had the ability to hold a size 4 weapon platform unless it was like a Vanguard, okay? But the moment that you allow light fighters, aka the Talon and the Cartol, to use size 4 weapon systems, balancing is very fucking difficult to do with that shit. So you either have good size 4 weapons and remove it from those two platforms, or you literally have it where it's sort of in between the two. And personally, I think they could easily redo the Talon to have 4 size 2s and the Cartol to have 4 size 2s. And that would be really good for them. It wouldn't fuck up the geometry of the actual ship, especially for the Cartol folding, because it would actually house it in, and you can have the 2 weapons, like, put the mount that you have on the Freelancer, but the smaller version, right? Or put the Buccaneer mount on the side of it. What about the blade? The blade's really good, I just don't like the cockpit. And I don't like the burst of the ship. Because if a pilot knows what they're doing and they can get underneath the burst, that's it, you're dead in a blade. And again, eventually down the line, people who try to reverse and go backwards and stuff like that will find that these ships won't work. Because with the new flight system, you get punished for going backwards in Star Citizen, not for going forward. And most of the time, the moment that you get underneath somebody's burst or behind their ship, they start to backstrafe to get the advantage. But in the new system, they'll have to go forward, which means that they slip into 1 and 2 circle fighting. Which means that you are literally behind their ass shooting at them and they're going to have to evade. They're not going to be able to just full speed reverse and bring it round on you. Which is going to be so good when that happens. Because again, more shit in this game is where a lot of the time you just see people going backwards instead of playing naturally forward. Again, this is where hard atmosphere is really good. Where we get into these rate fights where you are literally nose to tail, or when it gets to nose on nose, you're above the nose or under the nose kind of stuff. It's not this fucking sphere fighting nonsense that we have. Again, a lot of people's tactics go out the fucking window because we all know that CIG take the piss out of fucking things like the corkscrew and all that shit. You know, they don't want that shit in the game. They don't want it where you can literally manipulate the pip by doing weird movements with your afterburner and your strafes and all that shit. They want it where like pips are on the ship and you have to actually make yourself move in certain angles, not just face towards somebody and fucking strafe or strafe backwards and make it where the pip just starts doing this shit. Because that's the fucking thing that annoys me the most about this thing is a lot of the good pilots in this game have to literally do this manipulation of pip just to survive. It's not that they're actually flying any better, it's just they're using the broken shit and they've got a good aim. That's it. But when you actually look at their tactics, they're fucking trash. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just trying to make it where they take as less damage as possible using this manipulation, and that they have a really good aim from AC, which is, if anybody plays any competitive game, Call of Duty, the more you play it, the better your aim gets. More Star Citizen Arena Commander, the better your aim gets. But in a real world sort of like scenario base, a lot of the time they're just hoping that they can fucking beam somebody down before they're down. They don't actually have any tactics whatsoever. And it's always nice to see people that do have the tactics that are not maybe, you know, chest beating all the time, you know? Cutlass Black with a gunner is actually really good. It is, yeah. The problem is your pilot needs to be able to deflect missiles. That's a big thing. If your pilot in the Cutlass is really good at deflecting missiles and working it out, you can lure one fighter into your Cutlass and you hold the gunner, right? So if the gunner doesn't start firing at 1400 range, it waits till the person is like 800, 900, and then it releases the whole volley. and you will kill fighters like that, no problem. 3.8 PTU, 1223, or else next. Oh, sorry, that's the other way around. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't think we're going to even get open PTU before they go on holiday. I really don't think at this stage now. I think people better be buckled in for free 17 over the next 2 weeks. No joke. It's an underdog, nobody expects to be deadly with a gunner. Well, the thing is, you've also got to look at this way. If you're up against two Gladius and you're in a Cutlass, the Cutlass is designed as a multi-role ship. It's not, you know, excellent at combat, excellent at cargo, excellent at fucking doing other things. It's just good at doing jobs, right? But when you're up against two ships that are excellent at combat, and you've got like a mediocre pilot and a mediocre gunner, you can't ever expect your Cutlass to be able to defend against that. That's when you need to learn to run in this game. Hey, tough. Free 17.6, fuck off. No. I don't want free 17.6. Is it still free 17? No. We've not got free 18 yet, Wolfie. We're meant to be in free 18 PTU, but it's still an Evocati. It's an absolute shit show. We have literally under a week before they go on holiday for 2 weeks. Unless they've got a hired skeleton crew who don't give a shit about Christmas and holidays to come in, I will be very impressed if we even get our first wave PTU, if we even go into PTU. I think CIG's best interest is to not even bring up PTU whatsoever. Literally let people have holiday for 2 weeks and work out next year. I'm quite happy to play Star Citizen like it is right now for another 2 weeks and not have to deal with fucking garbage, you know? It puts a lot of content back for a couple of weeks, but fuck it, it's holidays. Let CIG have a holiday. I'd rather they not push out garbage for 2 weeks. And we had that the other year there, where they pushed out a patch and it was so bad for 2 weeks. Everyone was moaning and leaving and all that jazz. Just leave it as free 17. I think all the drama on Spectrum is Wave 1 happened and no one... Well, Wave 1's not out, dude. I would be playing free 18 if Wave 1 was out. We'll see, Aelin, we'll see, dude. I generally think that it would be very difficult for them to even put out an open PTU in that stage. It can't go to from Evocati to open wave, right? It just doesn't work that way. It's normally 2 or 3 weeks in, or like at least 2 weeks in Evo to Wave 1. But only Wave 1 got released, people not in the Wave 1 would be upset. Well, true. It would be, yeah. That's why I say don't release even Wave 1. Unless you can go, if you're guaranteed you can go to open, then go to open. If not, don't bother Wave 1 until next year. Yeah, people are going to be upset no matter what, right? Like I said, give me free 18 PTU, I'll play it. Give me free 17.4 for another 2 weeks, I'll play it. I don't mind. I don't care. I actually enjoy playing Star Citizen. No matter what patch I'm playing. You know, if I'm sitting here at an outpost talking to you guys for an hour, I actually find that highly fun. I'm upset I don't have a Kraken. Same, dude. But, yeah, one step at a time. Yeah, exactly, Razor. Yeah. When you see content creators start getting upset about it, it's because they were wanting to cash in on the ad revenue for fucking Christmas holidays, that's all. Free 17.9. Yeah, I don't mind if they start putting more patches on, just obviously there would have to be a reason, right? Alright. I don't think we're gonna get anything on this server. I'm gonna quickly go to another one. And we'll go to Daymar for a bit. Free 17.18.1. I'm actually scared if CIG ever get to the stage where they would do like free 17.4.1, free 17.4.2 and be like, ah, the fucking roller coaster of patches. It'll depend if they get some blockers out soon. Well, from a patch going out and instantly 30Ks, you know, left, right, and center blue mangs. You know what I mean? If they can get the blockers done, awesome, right? But there's always that thing where it's like, yeah, it'll be what it is. Hallelujah! Doo-doo-doo. But I'm one of these stages where, for content, as a creator, backer, whatever you want to class me as these days, I don't care if Free 18 doesn't come out this year. You know what I'm saying? I will play this, like, I'm no longer at the stage, I've evolutioned above the typical backer. I play this game because I have fun with it. If I didn't have fun with it, I would go and play other games, like we did earlier this year, Elden Ring, bit of V-Rising, stuff like that, to take breaks. Apparently Elden Ring has had a big fucking patch and stuff. Might go back and start playing it, even though I completed it, but it's like the Colosseum stuff looks pretty cool. I know B-Berry is like massively into Dark Souls kind of games, so...
Welcome to the ASOP.
Fuck, might even do another playthrough, who knows. But for the time being, I enjoy Star Citizen for what it actually gives me. And I'm no longer where I'm like chasing patch to patch like other creators will do, or other backers will do. I just don't care. If it comes before Christmas, amazing. If it comes next year, amazing. If 4.0 takes another 3 years or something like that, who cares, right? I'll just be more like hope that I'm still alive at that stage. But until then, I'm getting my money's worth out of Star Citizen. Somebody's following me into my lift. Jeez, do you need enough medical kit? Jeez. This is my ship. It's an arrow. Fucking. There's always one monkey, eh? It's an arrow, dude. You're not sneaking on board. I'll take my window cleaning now. Window clean. Yeah, I can't wait for server meshing. For me, I'm very much at the stage now where mechanics, new ships, new gameplay loops are one thing, but I only care about 5 things. Pez, server meshing, persistent, Gen 12, and Vulcan. Those 5 things are the only things I majorly care about within the Star Citizen agenda right now. Everything else is just a Brucey bonus. I only care about technologies or updates to this game that make it better. What's Vulcan? It's an API. The best way to do look at Vulcan is go and watch a video of Doom, Nuplup, right? And Doom, do a comparison or a Vulcan comparison of Doom, and it's literally shows you like what you can do graphical wise, and it just makes everything a lot more stable kind of thing, okay? It's really, really, really good. Optimization, anything in that sort of category is the important part for me now. Everything else is obsolete. Medical gameplay, awesome, can't wait to see it. Salvaging, awesome, can't wait to see it. This ship's coming out, this ship's coming out, this ship's coming out, this ship's in concept, awesome, cool, can't wait to see it, right? But I only care about now things that make our current game better. Pez allows the entities to be stored and dealt with differently. Server meshing allows us to have more players and shards, where when you're on a shard, that's sort of it, right? You're not gonna server hop, you're not doing anything like that. Tough tits, you're stuck on it, okay? Persistent allows me to basically have, like, living on the back of a kraken, where I don't have to dock up all the time and stuff like that. And when I warp away from my ship doesn't disappear. Things like that will make the game even more. Then Gen 12, optimization, Vulkan, means that we have higher FPS, game looks better, they can add more features back in, like the sharpening and all that jazz that were taken out of it, and everything looks good. And then anything above that shit is just awesome, as far as I'm concerned. But unless all these 5 things are in this game, it will never be awesome, no matter what content they add. Because you will still get bored of limitation in a game that is meant to not have limitation. I love sharding in the toilet. I'm still like whatever when it comes to the toilet gameplay, you know? Ooh, an RSI Mantis. That's an NPC. Or it's a login, right? It's either oh no, it's an NPC. An NPC, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, instant jam. Jam! Oh, you little shit! Ooh. I mean, even an NPC starts flying backwards, right? This is how bad the game is, that it's just... Even NPCs will fly backwards instead of versing you. They can't outturn, they don't do anything, blah 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 blah. And it goes into the stationary fucking combat where... It's just so dull. And we still are jammed even though it's dead. Kinda cool if we could actually bug ourselves out to have that permanent jam thing and stop people warping. I keep NPC mantis around, free content. Yeah, the problem is it's the fucking missiles, dude. I don't need any more missiles being splattered at me. Hey, Nexus. You're a good boy. Apart from when you're eating snow and getting chills. And then crying about it. Is that my flight skills? Well, get for a reality check when they take it away, guys. Because that's coming. I will be over the moon when I see an NPC not flying backwards in this game. I will be over the moon! Vulkan is an alternative rendering API to DirectX similar to OpenGL, but on steroids. Yeah. But when you get that added to a game though, Roadrunner, it's like where if CIG ever added VR, for example, proper VR. You know, I'm a big fan of head tracking. I use Tobii Tracker, ! Tobii in chat, Tobii. They actually have a 20% sale on right now, which is a really, really good sale amount, 20% off. The moment that they add VR in, as much as I love reading your chat and you get to see my gorgeous face, I will be with a fucking set of goggles on and locked into that VR experience because it'll be so good. I'm saving up to the VR with built-in toilet simulator. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I put it into this one. Recently played. We've actually played too much of it, right? Okay. This one. Yeah, this is on. Yeah. I've been hearing this a lot on fucking Instagram. You can't see for me is not having to take a dump. Yeah, true. Yeah, hopefully they do something about it, right? VR dogfighting in this game would be dope, yeah. Again, can't wait to see it. You can do fake VR, but I'm not fake VRing. I need the full depth, you know. Man, I really wish I had my aircon on. I use head tracking for everything. The only time I pause head tracking like this, David, is when I'm talking to you guys. But sometimes I'll just lean over like that. Because if I can just use my eyes to see chat, but sometimes I like to do the full turn, right? I can't stand like streams where the head's like this. Yeah, guys. Yeah. It's not hard to put a disable button in to be like, woo. Which is partly why CPU banned. I'm very interested to see how Gen 12 is going to be for 318. Even if it's just a little bit of performance, right? Ooh. Oh, no, it's a mining object. Damn it. This is why I love Hearthstone so much. Because you don't get the mining stuff. It's the worst thing about radar. With that Mac push, when we get the River Gorge in 318, oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll get Ondo in, tag team that bitch at high speed. Whilst everyone is nose down, 220, we'll push it, Mac. Hopefully it might be big enough to get even more people than one in, right?
Is now following.
Yo, Nether. Thank you very much for the follow, Chief. Hope you're well. Knowing CIG, it'll be a clusterfuck to start with? Yeah. But I mean, what game doesn't have, like, clusterfucks, right? I mean, look at Call of Duty in its first month. Absolute shit show of patches here. Ooh! Oh no, it's just a thing. Damn it. Hey, Miss L. And I can see the light. Let's do... What am I looking for, song-wise? Do I even have it on this list, or? Sweet niblets, I thought I did. Ah, yes, there we are. There we are. There we go. 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 That's it. Ah, yeah. Alright. Let's pump it to Eager Flats. And then head back, right? That's very true, Roadrunner. You don't get them anymore, right? Oh, this route actually might be really doony. And I hate fucking dunes. Dunes are all so wobbly all the time. Is this way? Yeah.
シエルク is now following.
Hey, Silk. Thank you for the follow, dude. This might actually lead us to White Rocks as well, right? Maybe not. We've actually passed it now. Yeah. Beautiful. Alright. 100. Northwest. Might not work. SpaceX. Should do this in time. the murder up a little bit. You do. Oh shit, fucking hell.
レーデッドライストリーム with 12
Right, dude. I saw you on the Hearthstone there. Thanks for raid, Chief. Alright, where are we now? Where are we now? Have we gone past it? Yeah, I think we've actually gone past it, yeah. There we go. Thank you so much for that raid, dude. Yeah, I'll keep it on this one. Let's finish this up, dude. Thank you again for that raid. You should be. There it is. We were very close. Got a little bit lost. Turn around. I was actually saying on stream, just come and refuel if you're listening. Don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate the love. Wow, you are so old. I'm 3 months younger than you. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. Yeah, all is well, thanks. All is well, just chilling out. Hopefully we'll get 318 PT tonight. If not, oh, looks like we probably won't get live at all this year at that stage, right? Sadly. Hey, Nakwa. Doing very well, dude. Just chilling. I was kind of hoping that we'd be in 318 P2 to start doing stuff in that, but yeah, patches this week have not been good, right? You came in with Tomo raid? I appreciate that, dude. Thank you for supporting Tomo. I need to rearm missiles, thought about coming back, but I was crime, you was crime, no need to. Again. I wouldn't be able to put you in prison. Other thing I hope, seeing the game, damage if you push ship too hard like in a plane. Oh, yeah. Well, we used to actually have it where engines would damage a lot more, but people complained about it being too difficult to watch their engine throttling and all that jazz. I don't know why, like, all it just takes is just learning things a little bit more, right? Yeah, exactly. It used to be where if you pushed hard, like, so if I kept doing this and this and this over and over and over again, you would get major torque imbalancement for your main engine, stuff like that. But it would go up a lot faster, and then CIG made it where it just barely does anything now. You can still get it over time. Like if I go and thrash around Prashad for like half an hour, zone out, if I warp, normally I damage my engine. Well, that's what a tutorial needs to be for, right? Even if you have a harsh game, you need to have a good tutorial that teaches people what to do. And unfortunately, Star Citizen doesn't have a good tutorial, or it doesn't even have a tutorial full stop. So whilst I understand the thing with new players, there are also a lot of new guides, a lot of content creators that will work with people for learning the game and stuff like that, explain the game. It's not hard to ask for help. You just have to ask. But when I see people complaining like, oh, there's no tutorial in the game, CIG are not going to create a tutorial when they're still changing things all the time. It's why whenever a new game comes out, I don't really watch YouTube videos. I'd rather just sit for like an hour in a content creator's channel and then ask them a question, you know, how do you do this? And most of the time you'll find that they answer right away. Or if they're fully distracted, then just give them a bit of time, right? Some YouTube videos can be outdated as well, where you see them from whatever and then a patch later they're absolutely obsolete. But they still give you a general guide of the game. Whatever you're playing. Not necessarily needs to be Star Citizen, right? Is it worth me clipping the dude that pad ran me with his Corsair because he couldn't catch me? You should always report somebody for ramming, Tomo. It is literally a breach in the TOS, and it's very, very frowned upon. Not just because of doing it towards content creators, but everyone. You shouldn't be doing it to any player in this game. So even if you're another player, make sure you've got the ability to record. Is it just a rock? Yeah, it could be a rock with a slow pelt, right? Yeah, it's just a slow...
Holometengu is now following.
Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Chief. I got my Shadowplay controls on my stream deck just in case I need. Yeah, you should always, like, if somebody pad rams you and you've got their name targeted and you've got the evidence, send it into Star Citizen. Don't be ashamed to snitch on people and stuff like that, because we want to get rid of that toxic behavior. Kill people out in combat, sure. But if you cannot kill somebody and they make it to armistice because of the rules just now, that's on you. But cheaping out and pad ramming is just so fucking stupid. Eventually down the line, there won't be any hard armistice, right? So when people run to a place and dock up, stuff like that. I really think that it needs to be where nobody can ram you in your personal hangar. So when you open a hangar door and you see that shield, the air shield, that shouldn't be passable by anyone unless they're in your team. So if somebody, like you spawn a ship and the door's open and you've yet to go through that shield, when somebody tries to ram you like that, they should just be the moment they hit that shield. And this would solve a lot of problems, but CIG are an absolute fucking clowns when it comes to building safety features for the game. They're, oh no, we'll make it where we just ban you. No, why don't you just make it where you can't do it, full stop? It's not hard. That shield prevents air, make it where it's unpassable. Unless you're the actual owner of that hangar. Yeah. Again, like for me, I always clip and send. I'm quite happy to watch somebody lose their account for being an idiot in this game. It's the same when anyone uses cheats, right? You would report somebody if they were using cheats, and we all know that there's a lot of cheats in Star Citizen. If you don't know, there's ways to make it where you can be in an ion and it literally fires all its shots with 2,000 rounds or something like that within split second. It does so much damage, right? Or where you can go 2,000 meters a second instantly forward and backwards. There's so many cheats in this game at times. And anyone that uses that should be banned. And not just banned for 2 or 3 days, in my opinion. I think you should get a permanent ban. Thank you very much for your money. Now fuck off. That's how I would do it, but obviously you can't really do that with a company, right? If somebody breaks the TOS, I think they should be permanently banned, straight from the bat. If there's full evidence to prove, just full ban. That's it. Because again, I find it very, like, there's very few excuses when breaking TOSs. I was ramming empty pads at Olisar with my Herald pretending I am... Alright, good night. Yeah, because if you make it lenient, people just redo, you know? Well, people do. People do. You also see people, what's it, where they, say they'll have an account for Call of Duty, they'll cheat in Call of Duty, they'll get banned in Call of Duty, they'll buy another game, and they'll continuously cheat. Some people just have excess amount of money where they just don't give a shit. But taking somebody's $1,000 account from Star Citizen, that's gonna sting. A little $45 account, not many people are gonna care about if you've got money, but if you lose an instant $1,000 account for mupping around, there you go, man, that sends a message. Does anyone even read TOS but streamers? Well, again, have you ever watched South Park where Kyle signs the TOS and doesn't read it? Do you want to end up like a centipede? Or what is it? A human centipede? Centipede? Just saying, right? One day you're gonna sign a TOS and it's gonna say that you're allowed to have a gorilla fuck you. And you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't sign up for this. And they're like, yeah, you did. Look, it's on the TOS. You agreed for a gorilla to fuck you. Now we're gonna repopulate the gorilla population, you know? Who knows, right? Who knows? I would always read a TOS, personally. Well, that's a bit extreme, babies, but you know what I mean? Yeah. If I'm the front shooter. Oh man, I think I've got a cold. Or it's just the warm weather in here. Didn't an arena commander Sweat get banned and they refunded and told them they cannot re-key any accounts because he made like a shit tons of false reports? I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure CIG get banned. Sorry, not banned, bombarded with a lot of problems, you know. I would imagine that's the case, guys. They get a lot of reports here and there. Again, I'm just always a personal belief where there's no reason to actually cheat, right? If it's in the game mechanics, it's in the game mechanics, and it's awesome. But if you need to literally use like a third-party app to fucking cheat, and then yeah, you know what I mean, you're using things that are not meant to be the case, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of against that shit. But each to their own, right? Ooh. Targeting. What's this? A carrack? God damn it. Is it a fucking bounty hunter carrack? What do you think, chat? It's got a rover. Oh no, it's got a Pisces medical. Docking contact? No, I think you're a bit too big to dock with me. Alright, no gunners. Just picking up stuff. On you go, Citizen. Wouldn't do this in 318. Most likely I'll have an Inferno with me ready to vaporize the shit out of you and then salvage you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't wait. Man, Infernos are going to fuck hard in 318. Not against like light fighters and stuff like that, but if you're flying around in a carrack and you've got that frickin' what's it called? Solo carrack and you see an Inferno, oh, it's gonna be juicy, boys. It's gonna be so juicy. We're on the waters. My Ion, yeah, I know. I generally don't know what, like, I mean, for the Ion, they have to sort of maybe up the damage to make it similar, you know? There's just no need in an Ion whatsoever in 318. I hope the consequence of more damage dealt by ballistics is multi-crew. Yeah, I have a feeling it's Hopium, dude. I mean, we tested it out when the size 4s came out on Ondo that 2 Talons could kill a Retaliator in 30 seconds. They could kill an A2 in 15 seconds or something like that. That's full shield to dead, right? That was before 90% pen is kicked in. So this is what I'm saying. Most of the time you're going to see Cartowal and Talon in 318 because yeah, two Cartowals, like me and Fresh and Cartowals here, no Connie is escaping from that, right? And you would have to be able to kill us before. Again, it's just nuts, right? If you think about it. I could have Fresh here in the Gladius and myself in an Inferno and we would be able to kill every big ship coming towards us to a certain degree. Oh yeah, it will help you to a certain degree. I would generally feel that if they were putting in 4.0 before these ballistic changes, gunners would be already highly more usable. But we are very much at that stage where you can still go fast enough to get out of gunner range, right? We'll need to see where it goes. I wonder if my size 3 Gatlings will be useful. No. Size 4 and above Gatlings are useful, Grimhex. But obviously if you were like flying around in Gladius with ballistics, you could probably kill a repeater Gladius before it kills you. But then you're gonna have to go and rearm, right? There's not enough rounds in size 3 or Revenant size 4 to justify. We're talking about the DBs and we're talking about Inferno where there's 2,000 rounds plus. That's a lot of damage, right? For the amount of rounds. But size 3 is still not worth it. Not at all. Maybe if you were like two Gladius versus a Hurricane, the Hurricane is going to struggle to kill you, you know? Size 4 ballistics at Orison? Well, we don't know. Again, they could change it around for 318, right? Until Evocati comes out of Evocati, what's it called? Site doesn't update their Urkel doesn't update their site to show you like where things are bought. So I'm pretty sure CIG won't change it around too much for 318, but you never know, right? I always look at these facts at PTU, that PTU for me is doing a lot of testing and giving data to CIG, but it's also for me to memorize for live where I need to go and what to do, right? Well, no, you could probably do a ballistic scorpion, Scorpius, Grim Hex, but obviously, depending who you're fighting, you could either kill them very, very fast like a fighter, but you're not going to be able to, like, I would probably say, if you're in a Scorpius, you're in atmosphere, Connie will kill you if it's got a gunner, right? Better to take a Hurricane with 2 size 4. See, for me, distortion also comes up as well in 318 a little bit more. If you guys don't know, if you get EMP'd correctly and you get distorted correctly, which is the same thing technically, your power plant shuts off for 5 minutes. There's nothing you can do about it. It literally turns off for 5 minutes and you're fucked. I'm actually thinking full distortion Hurricane might be a fucking great way to do it. So people are fighting with the Scorpius, right? Sentinel OP then? No. Sentinel's not OP. 1 EMP is not going to shut off a power plant for 5 minutes, Mighty Beast. 2 might. But the question is, are you dead in that time, or has somebody, you know, recovered their ship in that time? We need to do a lot of testing to find out if that will actually be the case for 318. That's sad that the 2 size 4s make that much of a difference for the Scorpius. Again, you've got to remember, guys, Scorpius is meant to be slow, and it has 8 size 3s. Yeah, 8 size 3s, and it has 16 size 2 missiles. It's not technically meant to go toe to toe with a Hurricane. Just to tell you that, guys. The Hurricane should always kill the Scorpius. The Scorpius is more designed for, like, going after multiple ships at once, where the gunner can shoot at somebody and the pilot can shoot at somebody. But the Hurricane is very much always get your gunner in round first before the pilot. And if you prioritize the pilot in the Hurricane, you lose the ability to shoot the gunner. Because if the nose isn't correctly, the Hurricane turret can't shoot down enough. And then missile changes in the future will also mean that the Hurricane won't have as much of a payload as a Scorpius, for example, right? I would never ever compare ships where it's like, Scorpius is going to be good for some people, Hurricane's going to be better for other people, right? Same as Arrow, same as Gladius, Blade, Cartool, however CIG make it, you know? Hey Dean, thank you very much, Dean. Thank you very much for the bits, Dean. Again, all today. Thank you for the support, dude. Have a good night's sleep. Need to bounce. Alright, Kirby. Take care as well, dude. The turret gunner with distortion and the cannon size 4. Again, we'll need to see how fast 4 size 3 distortion shut down somebody's shields and how fast they actually shut down somebody's power plant. Because this is the biggest kicker in everything. It's about time. Is a Hurricane with, say for example, a Hurricane, both Hurricanes, 2v2, whatever you want to call it, both Hurricanes have the ballistics on the front. Then one Hurricane has the Panthers, one Hurricane has the distortion on the gunner seat. Which one does the job better for killing? Does the distortion distort high enough to shut down the person to make them an easy kill, or does the other one, full aggression, kill that Hurricane before the time, right? We don't know this at all. We have no idea how fast distortion will work over normal damage. But wouldn't it be cool if you could disable faster, knowing that they're basically just going to be stationary, and then you kill them then, because they are literally stationary for 5 minutes. And I think that's awesome, right? Yeah, we're talking about free 18, because distortion gets a change in free 18, so does ballistics with the pen, and we know that power plants literally shut down for 5 minutes. You can't reboot them in 5 minutes time when you get distorted. Like fully distorted, not just a few shots of distortion. We're talking fully distorted. Like the power plant's HP bar for distortion is all the way up. I am going to be very interested to see which is a better method. But especially for pirating and doing disable, Hurricane with 4 modals and then 2 ballistics is a great way to disable a ship and maybe chop off a few engines and stuff like that. So distortion, just instant death in atmosphere if your power plant is fully shut down laser. So there's multiple stages with distortion if you guys don't know. We'll go through it right now, where if you actually go to your power and you go to your items, you can see HP here and stuff. Eventually down the line, when you get distorted, another bar appears with your distortion. It tells you how much you're distorted, stuff like that. Now, the power plant in 318 literally will turn off for 5 minutes if it's distorted enough, but distortion can affect guns, it can affect shields, it can affect countermeasures, it can affect coolers and stuff like that. So what we're talking about, or me in particular, is full distortion. A few shots of distortion are not going to make you fall out the sky in atmosphere or stop you in space. I'm talking about your power plant is literally turned off, and that will require quite a bit, you know? Oh, so fixing comes in free 18? Fixing? What do you mean? Independent. But yeah, we also have to look at the soft def laser. So even if I I distort somebody, say for example I have an arrow, and I'm full distortion build, and I'm distorting, say, a Gladius, and I manage to constantly stay behind the Gladius and distort it, and it falls out the sky, it might go into soft def, and the pilot is just on the ground, right? With a broken ship. Repair anything? Again, need to elaborate. Fixing hulls. Oh, you mean using salvage to fix hulls? Yeah. But if you're soft def, no, you can't fix that. You can only fix a tiny amount, right? No, it'll turn itself back on. A power plant, you can actually disable somebody's ship by shooting the HP of the power plant. Every ship has like an HP pool on the power system, but they're actually buffing the HP of what's it called? Power plant modules for 318. Because if you guys don't know, missiles now do a new thing. Well, a much better thing as well. So look at it this way: if you get hit by 1 or 2 missiles in 318, you could lose weapons, right? So targeting gunners is very important because you can actually fire off their modules again, and you can disable coolers and stuff. They've upped the HP of power plants because they don't want it where you just knock out the power plants. But engines, super important. Sub targeting is going to be super good in 318. But if you are fully distorted on your power plant, after 5 minutes, you can just turn it back off and fly away again, if you're given that chance, right? I would imagine if you're distorted to where you turn off, somebody's coming for that booty, though. Sure, Grimex. I will believe that gameplay loop when I see it. I'm very wary of the idea, oh, I've got a spare power plant, but if you actually look at some ships with their doors, you ain't getting a size 3 power plant through, right? Hey, Blasty, how you doing? Grapes for the taking. Definitely 318 brings a lot more flavor to the game. My only worry is that you literally start seeing everyone in cartuals with ballistics. Because then you will see CIG nerf that weapon very, very hard, very fast. And it's always the same people that use that shit, right? Because they just overkill with it. Overkill with it. You'll see like 5-6 Cartwells running around and Hammerheads are instantly destroyed without ever caring, right? We're gonna go back to that, sadly, and the funny thing is I don't even know why CIG don't even think this is gonna happen or why they're going this route. Your 7-man Hurricane Hammerhead is about to disappear by 3 Cartwells, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it. Sadly. Yeah, but I'm talking about big ships, Ondo, right? You know what I mean? Like I said, when they brought out the size 4 machine guns, the DBs, the size 4 could kill a Retaliator. Retaliator has the most HP in the game, okay? For a ship. And it took 2 Talons 30 seconds to kill a Retaliator with those 2 guns, right? You can kill an A2 in 15 seconds with that setup. 10 seconds I think me and Fresh got it down to or something like that. So my biggest worry is that big ships are again just going to be obsolete and we're going to be back to fucking light fighter meta for 318. Because who's going to fly around in their big ship, even with fully crewed, if 2 Cartwells can kill you before you can do anything about it, right? However, saying that though, if you manage to land a missile or a close proximity missile on a Cartwell, it's fucked. It's absolutely fucked because 1 missile takes out a Cartwell's engine like that in 318. Which would be really good. It's the same for any fighter. If you get a missile hitting your engine, you're screwed as in a light fighter in 318. Because of the 90% pen from ballistics. And if you guys don't know, missiles are actually ballistics. So missiles hit you 90 or it's like 65 right now. So we're going up to 90% or something like that in total. 1 missile can kill an arrow, 1 bang, now in 318. Doesn't matter the missile, you know? I think that's really, really cool. Well, there's a chance, obviously, they're going to go into the soft def independent, which is really cool. I think this is, like, I generally, again, 318 is like the stepping stone of the game where you start going forward, where instead of just killing people, there's a soft def chance. And then there's, do I recover out of the soft def because my teammates back me up and we repair or offload the stuff, and it adds more chances of story. So instead of, like, you explode and this is the one storyline that you have in the game, or if you're lucky you're against 2 or 2 lines where it's like they'll blow you up or they'll try and pirate you, try to right now, disabling you if they can. But in 318 it adds more layers, kill, disable, soft def, you know, try to board you when you're on the ground and stuff like that. There's just more variations that it can go off and do, and it needs to be even more eventually, you know. Missiles could do concussive damage to people. I would love that shit, right? I would love where when you hit, like you're on a big ship and you're hit on the side of the hull by missile, you're just fucking thrown across the thing. I hate how powerful the gravity area on some ships are, right? Especially in atmosphere. Because the bunkers thing to me is there's no, like, say for example you were on Hurston, being a 1.0 G planet, which is like Earth. There is no way you could stand on a Connie and the Connie to do a fucking barrel roll and for you to just perfectly be standing on the Connie. The gravitational field of the planet would out counter the gravitational field the Connie makes. It's so stupid. But in Star Citizen, obviously it works, right? We've got gravity in right now, but it's sort of like fake gravity, you know? It just means where your character's a little bit more springy and stuff like that. In atmosphere, yeah, if I was to jump out. You mean standing on a ship. So say, for example, you've got a cutlass, right? And in space, you can spin around and you just stand on the ship, right? And in the atmosphere right now, you can have a cutlass spin around and you can stand in the back and nothing happens. If you were to go into a 1G planet, there's no way the gravitation field on that cutlass would ever hold you if you are fucking spinning around out of control. You would be fucking flippy floppy inside. There's no way you're just standing there going, wow, this is fucking great fun, right? But in Star Citizen, obviously, yeah, the physics are a bit fucking sketchy at times, but I kind of wish that maybe you don't get flung around like a ragdoll, but maybe knocked more to the ground when somebody does a harder turn or something like that, you know? Even with gravity boots, dude, you would have to be welded to the fucking hull of the ship, right? And you would have to hope that your little fucking laces don't snap under that strain, you know? But again, that's just me being picky about certain things, right? Yeah, exactly, Senko. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not somebody that will go and make a fucking Spectrum post or cry about it. If it's in the game, it's in the game. But I just kind of wish if you were taking, like, hard corners round a mountain range and stuff, somebody's not there with their fucking magazine going, oh, was that a G? You know what I mean, right? Some of those ships have grav generators as part of the ship too, right? Yeah, but the field would never be able to counter like a planet's gravity. That's what I'm saying. You know? Body snapped off the boots. It's just me being very picky. If it's not corrected in the game, I don't care about it, right? If it's in the game, cool beats. I just kind of wish you were thrown around a little bit more when you're not seated down. You know what I mean? Like when people are running through their ship to get to a gunner seat, it should be a little bit like fucking pushing against it, not just fucking la 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 la. You know, especially when they're going upside down, all that kind of crazy stuff. G's are getting involved. You know, maybe a little bit more like steady pacing to get to the gunner seat, not just I can instantly get there kind of thing. You know, that I would be really happy with that. When you can turn off grav, oh dude, I actually hope that CIG allow us to turn off gravity in ships. I would love to take people up into like a ship and then start doing like a negative drop and watching people sort of like float up. But I don't think CIG are gonna add that kind of realism to the game. I just don't see it, you know. A gravity gen is more for spaceflight, yeah. But obviously 900 years in the future, yada yada yada, it could be super powerful and super compressed, whatever, right? I would just like to see a little bit more ragdoll, you know? Yeah, dude, nobody played it though, Cynical. What was the name of that game? Does anybody remember? It was a sandbox game. And when you had to dock, it was full Newtonian interstellar music fucking playing in the background as you're like, dun, 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 and that's it, yeah. Everyone gave up because it was too hardcore. It was so realistic. Are you needing out for toilet break? Hmm? Is that what you need? Or are you just playing with this? Are you just playing, eh? Do you need a toilet break? How long have I been on for? I think about 2 hours. You good? You want a wee toilet break? Oh, you're such a naughty puppy. Biting hands. I played it, I think I tried out the game when it was like early access or something like that. But I never played if they ever made a full game and stuff. I just remember I was actually having a lot of fun with it, but I was like, this game requires me to spend way too much time learning Newtonian physics to actually be able to play it and stuff, yeah. Oh, did they actually cancel it? Ah, man. That's a shame. Again, I think it's just because it was too hard. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely felt it was too hard. You had to be a fucking NASA pilot to fucking play that game. It was hard, yeah. But again, that's like Tarkov for me. I enjoyed those kind of games, but I won't play games like Tarkov or Hellion unless I've got the time to sit down and be like, okay, right, I'm getting used to this and stuff like that, you know? Until then, like, I just wouldn't play a game like that. Never got anywhere? Again, good idea, maybe just a little bit maybe a little bit executed too hard, right? But obviously I don't want that in Star Citizen. I want Star Citizen to be a game that you can buy, get into, a tutorial that teaches you how to play the game in a safe environment away from other players that have played it for longer, like a tutorial zone basically. And then where the more you play it, the more cool things that you can do with the game, right? Teaches you how to toilet. Well, stuff like that, anyway. But general flight, you know, A to B. Because they give you your hangar and you're like, alright, how do I do this kind of thing? And it just sucks. So no Eve style then, here's your ship and get the fuck out. Well, Eve actually gives you a tutorial, Hampus, right? I mean, the last time I played Eve was 2012. I started off in 2003 playing Eve. And I remember doing the tutorial recently, probably like 2010 on a new account. And it wasn't that bad. It explained most of it, you know? Nowadays, yeah, still that tutorial is bad. Wow, yeah. I mean, you do have things like Eve University you can go and sign up to, and I think that's pretty cool. It'd be kind of cool to see a Star Citizen University in the future of this game. Your toy? You got your squeaky. Whoa, squeaky! Nix is playing with his toy right now. CIG employee says I can confirm that wave 1 is not starting in the next 60 seconds. Oh dear. It's getting to the point of trolls. It would be cool if you could adopt new players as a mentor. Well, I mean, you can do that already now. There's just no platform to actually offer that to new players. You know what I mean? They have the guide system, right? If you guys don't know, let's quickly look at the guide system. If you've never seen this, the only time... Ooh, thank you for the follow, Chief. Appreciate that. Let's go to Spectrum. And you go to, where is it here? Guide system. This allows you to find players who are offering their services to teach you how to play the game. How many people actually fucking work out how to find this thing? Yada yada, you know? And I think we have to actually, give me a second, I need to sign in. Sign in with your account. Now I did this when you could actually get the skins. I will only do this when you get the skins. Or if like somebody is super desperate. You know? But you go here, right? And there it is. There's my one. Backer since 2012. Over 8,000 hours. I think it's actually 10,000 hours of experience. Low flying in PvP. Full-time content creator. Twitch YouTube partner. Offering full Discord one-on-one vocal to help you. So, actually I should really turn that off. No, I'm not available. I'm not available. Don't bother. But yeah, like you could have it set up where I would do like the basics with you or vehicle combat and stuff like that, right? And I would appear on this thing. How many people know to actually to do that, right? It's a big thing to ask of players, and I don't think the website actually offers you. Let's see. If you went to games, you go to join the universe, right? About the game, yada yada, step into the world, fucking awesome, sign up, get a starter pack. Multiples you can do, just make sure I don't get rammed. How to play. Wow. 3 ways to begin your mission. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't advertise community, spectrum, development. Where is... Yeah, look. Like, there's nothing that says, look, click this button and find somebody that teaches you how to play the game, right? Hub, maybe. Is it on the hub? Thanks! Oh, look, there's DarkLaw. There's DarkLaw live. What a handsome fellow. I think you should totally check out his content. Tutorials. So we've got some tutorials from the community, right? There you go. You got, I suppose, whatever, right? Discover. But how do I get to that guide site? And that's the only place where you can find players that will help you do things. Yes, that's there. Fan kit, events, leaderboard, Spectrum. So you have to go to Spectrum. Oh, wait. Let's do the new player thing here. Learn how to play. Visit the Welcome Hub. Play Star Citizen. So you would have to learn how to click on Spectrum to go here, and then you would click on the guide system. That's the only way to get to do this, right? This is crazy. This should be easily found on the main site, I feel. If you're trying to, like, promote helping other players. But there isn't. There's no, like, quick link. There should be new player guide or something. Like, new players here. Let's go to this painful thing. I'm gonna try and shut the sound down. Where is it? Where's the sound? Where's the mute button?
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Star Citizen.
Fuck me!
You're about to embark on the journey of a lifetime, experiencing the white-knuckle thrill of space combat, discovering the majesty of alien worlds,
the majesty! Mute the tab.
interacting with
But I mean, it's so fucking stupid, right? Let's listen. Let's carry on.
century.
But
You don't have to do it alone.
You don't have to do
Here
it alone,
you'll find
chat.
everything you'll need to successfully start your travels in the verse. Play with an expert guide, and be connected with a veteran Star Citizen player who can show you the ropes.
Control point lost.
What is going on?
Over.
That's one for us.
Watch our tutorial videos
Watch
for
our
a
tutorial
basic grasp
video.
on
I think the
everything
video's
from
playing in the
traversal and
background.
interaction to combat fundamentals. Finally, for a deeper dive into
It's
all
playing in
aspects of the game and the
background.
community, read tips on
I'm
how to
even
play the
pressing
game.
play.
All these invaluable resources can help to hone your skills and better prepare you for the unique challenges of a
Yeah.
life among the stars.
Riley.
Now get out there and start exploring.
Yeah. This told me everything I need to know about Star Citizen. Right, let's read now. Oh, God. Here we go. Getting started in the verse. Your universe. Look at this. Who the fuck is gonna read all this shit? Really? Who is going to read all this crap? I've never had somebody come into this. Oh God, do I really have to go back? It doesn't have a back button? Or is it this one? Right, there's the back button. Playing with friends. How to set up your... Molly doesn't even work at CIG anymore. Molly left CIG at the start of the year. Ships and vehicles will advertise a CIG employee that doesn't work at CIG anymore. Commodities. Again, this is crazy, man. But again, there's no button. Playing with friends. Does it show you the guide system? Comlink. Yeah, again, it doesn't show you how to go, like, learn from your players or whoever, right? You have to watch the feckin' video to understand that one. Let's quickly do this, right? Oh, God. Enlist now? 371?
Star Citizen 317.
Oh my God, this is how he gets so many fucking views.
So before we jump
Look
in,
at
quick
this
30
shilling!
seconds, what is Star Citizen?
Morphologus has shilling. Oh God, this is just dreadful.
With the release of Alpha 3.17 onto the live servers, we've seen a massive change in the way loot is generated in Star Citizen.
Look at this! Rare loot and where to find it. Where's my loot? Low
With
flying
moves in
tutorial,
Star
CIG!
Citizen like
Fucking Red Lear's here!
Flight in Star Citizen uses a Newtonian-esque 6 degree of freedom flight model.
Holy
It allows
shit.
the pilot to control flight along the X, Y, and Z axes of the ship using a combination of pitch, yaw,
Dreadful.
roll, and directional
Where's my
strength.
low-flying
The
tutorial?
Intelligent Flight Control System, or IFCS,
How to take off and land like a
pilots,
pro.
my name is Hybrid V, and today we're going to talk about how to take off and land your ship like a pro in Star Citizen. One of the most common issues I've seen with new players in Star Citizen is they constantly crash their ship.
Let's just take the piss out of them whilst I do a guide. Fucking hell. Anyway, this is the best place if you want to find, like, help from a player, but I guarantee nobody's doing any of this guide stuff whatsoever. Ugh. Crazy. The guide system is behind the play button? Is it? Oh, man, now I've got to go back. Why didn't I read chat beforehand? History... Discovery, is this it? No, this is not it. Oh, Welcome Hub, that's it. Welcome Hub. Does it actually take you? Play with a guide. Oh my god, there it is. Request a guide. Find a guide. Wow, there you go. Now, I wonder who goes through all this stuff to find a guide. Well, at least they've got the button, right? But I still think this needs to be more like, if we go to this site, right? You've got the new player stuff. Learn how to play. I kind of feel like there should be a learn how to play button here or something. Learn how to play here, right? Instead of clicking on these arrows. Like, I mean, look how shit this is. You've got to click on these 3 tiny arrows. Because when you click on here, right? Nothing. New players, nothing. New player button should be here. Instead of this tiny little thing, right? Anyway. That is that. Definitely should be a front page, like, button that you can press. Exactly, yeah. If I put myself as green, people can message me to be as a guide, but because there's no skins, you know. Play now or pay now. It's part of the learning process to prepare dealing with in-game design. Hopefully. But again, you're not going to really see an in-game tutorial, Lebazar, until, like, every mechanic's sort of solid in place, right? Hey, we're going to build a tutorial, because they tried to do tutorial videos in the past, but then literally the next patch, it all changed. Does anybody remember when CIG did all the tutorial videos on how to play the game? And no joke, they did all this work, and the next patch, the next major patch, changed everything that they advertised to do. And CIG were just like, yeah, right, we're not doing it right now. Tutorials just don't work. So we actually used to have a tutorial in-game, but that needed to be constantly updated. So the best way is just generally learning from players, you know? So I should just leave it to the content creators? Well, again, I would agree to that in a certain degree, Pox, but it is also their responsibility to have a team that teaches you how to play this game, since it's technically a live service game, right? As much as we all call it a developing game, an open alpha, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Early access, they still advertise it as a live service. And a live service should have a tutorial. Somebody that updates it, you know? Yeah, a tutorial used to be in an asteroid. It was really, really cool, actually. It was rather cool. I did enjoy that kind of stuff. That was actually a really, really good one, because it kind of gave you an idea of what Squadron 42 could be, and stuff like that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap server. I'm going to quickly let Nix out for a pee break, since we're about 3 hours now in. Yes, I know, you keep asking. Be a good boy. No, you don't bite my hand. Let me just quickly hook up the server. God, it's like a little snapping turtle. Do you want to come see everyone? Do you want to come see everyone? Here? Come on then. Oh, there he is, chat. The biggest wolf. No, I don't want kisses. Just look at the camera and be pretty. Look at the camera. Look next. The camera. That's it. There we go. Oh. You want a pee-pee break? Will we quickly go for a bile break? Oh, he needs your pee-pee. Oh, Nick's puppy, yeah. Right. You monster. Right. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. Nom nom nom. Alright. Let's get some water. Some food. Oh. Nom nom nom. Fluffy bear. He is getting big. Hey Darnian, how you doing, dude? I was hoping his headphones would catch him there, but alas, no headphone wire. No. I'm a professional streamer. Oh, by the way, if you use exclamation mark TOBII, or that last announcement that just went off, use the link TDL. Right now, there's 20% off a Tobii Tracker 5. It's what we use for doing the head tracking.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It says 5% right now, but it's actually 20%. You just need to use the link. Don't need to put in my code. It's not going to give me anything back on it, but you guys will get 20% by just using my link.
Your insurance claim has been set.
Alright, let's get some food and water. Maybe go back to Hurston? Yeah, let's try Hurston. B7, room free. Oh! Oh! No! 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 Holy crap! The carpet monster's trying to get me on that one. Oh god! Wendy, where's my fucking lift now? I wonder if this is fixed in 318. Whee! I guess this is how they get to the Batcave, right? I'm here sitting on the purchase button trying to figure out if I really want it. That's a decision you can make for yourself. I've been literally using Toby. It's not because I'm partnered with them, but I've been using Toby over a year now. Way over a year. And... wait, when did it say free? Oh, mine not on 7, that's why. And I have like 10 years experience with Track R, and for me, Toby is just way better. Yeah, we're on floor 4. Oi, little monster. This one will work now. Free food and water. I would guarantee this is going to change with new medical update, by the way. Kind of feel like after listening to this song, I need to watch 7 Deadly Sins again. I still need to get my band tattoo. Fun. I'm wanting to get like a 40k tattoo as well. And hide the Ra one. Yeah, CAR is amazing. Oh. Alright, one more. We gotta find the lift to Narnia. Hack the code, chat. Good boy. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the links for the reactions. Ooh.
Welcome.
You get that set up.
Vehicle retrieval system.
I'll do that whilst we're in warp to Hurston.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Goodbye.
Hangar free. Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm looking forward to Space Marine 2. I played the shit out of Space Marine 1, and the multiplayer was so much fun, but it was a bit lacking. I really hope they've done a lot of work on it for Space Marine 2. Right, we're gonna get in warp, I'm gonna change the scene, and then I'm going to quickly send Jack all this stuff just before I forget to do so. ourselves over to Hurston. Eating is so 1900s. Why to eat Med Bay? Exactly that. Food pills in Star Citizen, big thing. Alright. Whilst we're in warp, I'm gonna quickly just change the scene here. Never gonna give you up, chat. Alright, let me quickly do this for Jack. Never gonna turn around and desert you. Oops. Ooh, I don't think I remember to do a marker for that one. Boop, 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 boop. Roop, boop, 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 boop. Right. Nearly there, guys. So I'm just giving this detail. Bursting at fucking 30k. Oh, for fuck's sake. God damn it. Oh, is the stream going down again?